Alright, so let's see if I'm online. Okay, hello everyone. Today I want to show this instrument, Fluke 5450, which I just received today. So I'll measure different resistance ranges, go from 0 short to 100 mega ohms, and use this 3458A to test what's actual values are. And I'll write all the values down and present in a table. Also, we will take a cover out and take a look inside, because there was no any seal damages. I think this unit was never opened or serviced. So hopefully it will be interesting. Let's go. And also I'm using this new livestream setup using the DSLR camera, so I hope this will work just as good as expected. I hope the sound is okay. Let me check. Yeah, sound should be alright now. If not, let me know. So I just run the auto calibration of the 3458A, and what we can do is actually enable short, which should read like 000 ohms, and this is what we can do. And for sake of this video, I'll disable the delay, but actually for the best accuracy, you should have always delay 3 to 4 seconds due to the cable effect and offset compensation. So this is 4-wire measurement, and I can zoom in the camera to make it closer. Let's move this guy. Yep, this should do well. Now you can see that there should be very little deviation between the meter measurement and actual output. 5458A, it does not measure anything, it just shows you on display what's the actual calibrated value of the specific resistor. And essentially it's just a box with the relays and different precision resistors made by Fluke. Those are wire wound type, and they're hermetically sealed, so they are very stable over time. So even today this box is very useful for checking various DMMs, and it's very capable to calibrate even meters up to 6.5 digits. So let's go to 1 ohm. So the short is, let's write down the value. So short, 0 ohms reported, 5458, and 3458A is a measurement. So we read about 40 microohms. So this is very close to 0. Now let's go back. Go to 1 ohm. So this is what we expect, almost 1 ohm. And the 3458A have the minimum range is 10 ohms. So this is what we have. And the settings are NPLC 100, and offset compensation is enabled. Okay, so this is very nice match. We can write it down. 1 ohms. Expected value 999,604. And actual meter value is 99960. And regarding the environment, I let everything warm up for a couple hours, and except the meter is on 24/7, so it's never off. And the room temperature right now is 24°C. Let's go 10 ohm. So this should get us 10 ohms. Alright, very close. Is the sound okay? Let's write down all the possible values. 100 ohm, 100, 1 kilo, 10 kilo, 100 kilo. Megaohm, 10 megaohm, and 100 megaohm. And also this meter allows to use 1.9 decade, so that gives you values like 1.9 ohm, 19 ohm, 190 ohm, 1.9K, 19K, 190K, 1.9 megaohm, 19 megaohm, and that's it. There is no 190 megaohm. So this is useful to calibrate meters like Keithley 2001, 2002, which have 20 decade ranges. So let's go back. So we write down 10 ohms is expected value 10,000,065 and 10,000,068. Now we go 100 ohm. Okay, 100 ohm. Let's see. I think it's stable. Nice and stable. So we write down expected value 100,00057, and what we measure is 100,00705. So now let's go 1K. Also, the fact that this 5458 is using fixed resistors, you cannot program like random values, like for example 15 kilo ohms. That's not possible because of the set of those resistors in the unit is fixed. So you just using front panel or GPIB control to engage or disengage specific relays which connect the resistor to the terminal. And I'm using the rear binding post instead of front jacks like you see in there. It's better to have binding post connections because it's have better repeatability and less contact resistance, and also you don't have the spring which could have different pressure every time you connect the probe. That's why 3458A have only binding posts, and most of the other precision equipment also have binding posts instead of shrouded banana jacks. Okay, 1 kilo. Let's write it down. 100046K. And measured value is 10000522K. It's not that far off, so everything is nice. Let's go 10K. So expected value is 10,000,57. And measured value, let's get a couple samples to make sure we are stable. So it's 10K 549, 547, it's about 550. There's our 10K. Let's go one neck. Oh, I think I skipped 100K, so let's go back 100K. There's our expected value, 200,012. Let it settle. It's quite low, so does it mean we have a problem here? 99655. What we can try is to enable the delay mode and see if it changes. In theory, if cable is not impacting our measurement, there should be no change. But the higher resistance we go, the higher sensitive instrument becomes. The only drawback with the delay is that it takes a while to take each sample, about I think 14 seconds. So it's not very quick process. But neither is anything in metrology area. If you want best accuracy, you need to have still doing its magic. Okay, so as you can see, delay definitely helps, so that would be our value now. 100, 0, 0. Let's wait for the second sample and write that one down. I hope somebody can hear me, otherwise I'm just talking with myself right here. Still 132. Let's get the second sample. 131, okay. Let's go back and remeasure 10 kilo ohm, just to make sure. Also, I can show you meanwhile what's the unit specification is. And for that, we will look on the manual. So there it is. As you can see, there is a variety of possible resistances up from 1 ohm to 100 mega ohm. And the specification lists all the current, nominal current for measurement, and also absolute accuracy specification. So you can see the worst resistor is 200 ppm for 1 year with plus minus 5 degree of temperature change. And the best resistor is 12.5 ppm a year, 19 kilo ohm. And 10 kilo ohm, 1.9 kilo ohm is not very far off, just only 13 ppm. So this is pretty stable and quite accurate box. That's of course given that it's calibrated properly. So you can see also stability for like 24 hours. Easy to maintain 2 ppm, like in range ohms to up to 1 mega ohm, which is not bad. Not bad at all. And the temperature coefficient is maximum 10 ppm per degrees for the highest 100 mega ohm, and most of the other resistors are 1.5 to 2 ppm per degree. And there are plenty of other specifications. So the manual is available on the internet, and anyone who is interested can search for it and take a look. And here's the picture of the unit itself. Alright, let's go back to our meter. And that's what we get with the offset compensation with the delay. 10,000,622. Okay, let's go to the 1 mega ohm range. Keep the same delay, and expected value is almost perfect. 1 mega ohm. Sound is cut. That's probably a filter, because still it's noisy, and I'm working to get better sound recording setup. So next. Okay, there is our 1 mega ohm sample. Let's write it down. 1, 0, 0, 0, so many zeros. 58 max. Let's wait for the second one. Make sure it doesn't jump way outside. Also, this unit was packed extremely well. I think this is the best packing ever I had for the test equipment. And I was buying a lot of stuff over the years. So let me show you in what package. The the seller actually built a custom box just like this one, specifically for shipping this unit from Italy to my location, which is Taiwan. So it was extremely well packed. Then he used the bubble wrap to pack the unit itself and used the popcorn to protect it from shaking and rattling inside the box. So this is really nice job. Thumbs up for the seller. It's a very pleasant deal for me. I wish everybody could do so much effort selling precision equipment. Alright. Okay, I'll change the value to 78. And let's go 10 megohm. Every time I press the button to change the resistance, I can hear the relay clicking inside, which is expected. And 10 megohm. Let's wait for a second sample. In high megohm resistance values, it's like the actual meter spec is worse than the resistance standard, because you have a lot of noise and the currents are very low, so you have a lot of different effects in play. So, okay, 10, 0, 0, 0, 1, 6 max. And measured is 9996236, which is rough value, and the highest range 100 megohm. Also, 4-wire connection for this high values is pointless, because pretty much all the current is so small that any voltage change would be so small that meter would be never able to distinguish it from just plain conversion noise. 100.0301, that's expected value, and we get slightly lower than that. Now there is a trick, and we will go to that trick in the future video, because actually this reading should be more close to that one, but it is not, and maybe somebody of my viewers can do so. Okay, now we can go back to 1.9 ohms. So I think I need to press this one and this one. So 10 ohm range. And we can disable the delay for now, because in the low ranges it doesn't really do it much. Alright, 1.9 ohms, expected 1899486, and measured is 189946, and we don't have enough resolution, so yeah, 4647. Pretty close. Let's go 19. The reason why I'm writing down all the values and measuring them, because I wanted to make sure before I take the cover off and start poking around. So to check that at least it's not broken in the first place. So okay, 19,000, around 80. Let's go 190. Expected value 190,0141. And measured value is 190,0156. Alright. Now we go even higher. 1.9K. 109. And let's go with a little delay. Okay, where is our sample? Let's get it in there. Hold on for a second. And I can show, meanwhile, what's the current values I collected. So those are the values. Focus. Okay, so we got our 1.9K. It's almost there. 1900122. Let's wait for the second sample there. It takes about 7 seconds. And then redo the reading again, so another 7 seconds. So I think it's coming just right in a couple moments. Then we will go 19 kilo, 190, 1.9 max, 19 max, and we're done with the measurement. I can show what the cable type I used. So use this spade lock cable. So we have two gold plated copper spade locks on both ends, and this is the shield, the blue, and the cable itself is Belden 9615, I think. Double check. Also, I can focus on the state logs. There you go. So this is very similar cable which is used by Fluke, which they use for the calibrators. It's quite thick. And the cable model number is it's Belden 8719. Well, 87. Okay, the value is changed just 100 microohms. So let's go 19K. Expected value 19,00062. And the measured value we will see soon. So my plans in future is to test all the resistors for a longer time, maybe log each one for a couple hours and then exercise the relays to make sure the contacts are all nice and work. And later what I'll do is to calibrate a temp using this guy. Let me move the camera a little. So this is Fluke SL935. It's a resistance standard. In the case of Fluke 732B, and it's organized 1 ohm and 10 kilo ohm resistor, which is very stable because the resistor element itself is multiple networks from Fluke 5700A calibrators. This is a prototype and I have it on my website. So let's go back to our unit. There's our value, 19.00082K. So far so good. Let's go to the next range, 190K. And the expected value is 190,043K. I hope this is not overly boring, but this is what you do if you want to test the resistance up to the 7.5 digit resolution. Okay, there is our value. let's wait for another sample here. Seven. Let's see the value change. Or not. Okay, 36. So that's our value. Just two values left. 1.9 max. Expected value 1.9000054. Also, like this 5458 instrument is not manufactured by Fluke anymore. It's obsolete model and it's essentially replaced by more expensive and more heavy, but also more universal Fluke 5700, such as 5780A and 5730A. But essentially many of ideas and the circuit arrangement from 5450 is pretty much transitioned into those multifunction calibrators almost without significant changes. Of course, the relay will change to a smaller size, latch-in relays, but the idea was pretty much the same. So here is our reading, 1899893 megaohm. Let's wait for, okay, 99894. Let's go to the 10. 19 megaohm, which is 19.00020 megaohm. And then we can go to the exciting part, taking the cover off and looking what's inside. Let's ignore this value and wait for the next one. That's also one of the reasons why I always prefer to run the remote control over GPID, So I can set up the program to collect the data and the instrument run and do its work, and I just go to sleep, and then in the morning I'll see collected data instead of writing down each reading and waiting tremendous amounts of time. And because of the age of these instruments, there is no modern USB or Ethernet or similar interfaces, not even RS-232. So the only way to communicate with this is using GPIB interface. Okay, so our value is 18.98499 megaohms. Okay, and I think the next one is open. Yep, nothing there, and open. So essentially, this should show us nothing. Let's set delay 0, offset compensation 0, and auto range, and to work mode. Yep, nothing there. Alright, so that's it for now. Let's open the meter up. Not the meter, resistance box. And for that, I'll need to move the camera just a little. There we go. And here we go. Turn off the instrument. There are 4 screws here, 6 screws, I'm sorry, here and on the back side, that one, and this one. So I already removed those, and we just lift the hood up, and we are in like flame. Of the goodies. Everything nice and clean. And look at this resistor, different resistors and different relays, and what's their map of engagement. Very nice. Also the calibration seal, but I cannot focus on it because my camera is too close. Yeah, hopefully you can see in a second. Yep, all the calibration seals, they are still intact. And take a look on attention of details. There is a spare fuse, and the digital circuitry is right in here. So this is essentially the, I think, yeah, this is Z80 CPU, some firmware ROMs, One of those is calibration, I think calibration data ROM. Big capacitor, nicely zip tied. The power supply, which is linear power supply, there's just a transformer inside. And there is the rear binding post, which I was talking about earlier. And there are those calibration seals. So let me change the lens, but first I'll just put the camera in. And let's unscrew these two screws, I think. Yep, there are two screws. Let's see if I can remove this carefully without breaking. Not the just to make it all nice. This doesn't look like they are any tamper proof or anything, because the purpose of the seal is just to show if the instrument was modified or repaired. Okay, no problem here. No any, just normal sticker. Yep, no problems at all. So now we can remove those two screws. And remember not to touch anything inside. Not because ESD or any other reason, but because of the contamination and oil from the skin can make those resistors change their values. So let's just open the hood. And there we go. Look at that beauty. Very nice. Very nice. I think I better change the lens to my micro lens to enjoy all this precision magic. Yeah. That was beautiful. Alright, let me change the lens. Okay, here we go with my micro lens. You may ask what are those P125 and N125 numbers. Those are temperature coefficient marking. So P125 means that resistor is measured as positive temperature coefficient 1.25 ppm per degree, and N is obviously negative. Also, we can see from the date codes